Shout out to everyone who had it locked in on Twitch. I see you. I see you, Burst Trini, man. I see you, Scully Dublin from Dublin. What's up, bro? We're going to have a great show today. We got a lot to catch up, and I can't wait to bring up our very special guest today. So it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Let's rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Have some fun today.
Absolutely.
Leaving the 9-to-5 security, that security blanket, into chasing the big dream.
Yeah, no, it was scary. It was mad scary. I had a bunch of breakdown and anxiety attacks before, ultimately deciding like, this is what I actually want to do. Life is short. I can't, I have to chase my passion. Like I have to. And I told my students this too. Like, yo, like if you want something, go get it. Do what you're passionate about. Make yourself happy. Make sure you're making moves, but do what you're happy doing. So it would be fake of me to like not pursue it. I'm telling them to go chase their dreams.
Tell your kids clean up their room when your room dirty as hell. Bro, I can't tell my son clean my room when his room and my room dirty, bro.
Yeah.
So what was the anxiety and the breakdowns about?
Just the uncertainty of like, because I know it's going to happen, but when is it going to happen? Like, am I going to run through my savings and then still not be where I want to be with music making a certain amount of income? That was mostly the scare, leaving such a steady income in the middle of a recession. You know what I mean?
I mean, shout out to you for having a savings.
Yeah. No, I prepared for this. I prepared for this really well.
So
and I'm still
was monitoring your water, like I said earlier.
monitoring my transactions.
I'm monitoring my checking account as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me say this, man, because all of us here, we all do something. I'm saying a lot of people, and not just us, not just all of us, but a lot of people rely on that security blanket. But then you hear other people say, there's no plan A is basically enforcing plan B is enforcing plan A. If you have a plan B, that means that you're not focusing on your plan A.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say to people if they are nervous about it, or if they feel like they can't leave their job because they just need that income?
Well, everything, you got to be smart about everything. You can't just get up and leave your job to chase a dream and you have no money in the bank. Like you're setting yourself up for failure and stress, and it's going to turn out horribly. I think if you're going to like do something so big, like you prepare yourself for it, you budget, you save, and then you quit and try to have something to cushion you while you're chasing that dream. So I think as long as you're like smart about it, it goes over a lot better than if you just get up and quit.
So this was a process.
This was a process, a long process, a lot of budgeting, a lot of being, I can't curse on here, a lot of being like an ass with like, you have to pay me for me to come out. I can't do shows. I can say ass. Okay. Yeah, it's just like a lot of like, yo, I can't do the show if you can't pay me. I really can't.
Wait. I agree with you. I agree with you can't do the show, but I just feel like as an artist, as an entertainer, period, I feel like it's very unfortunate for us. But we're gonna have to do a lot of free stuff.
I did the free stuff. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I've been grinding for a long time. That's the only reason I'm like this too. I've really been grinding for a while. A bunch of free shows for years and years. Like I started right after college, which was like 2016. So from 2016 till now, it's just been like constant grind. Like shows every night, open mics, da. We did the lives during the pandemic. Really built a solid foundation, a really good fan base. So yeah, me asking for money now is like, I've been through this whole thing already. Y'all about to pay me. I really cannot come out. And for the exposure, like I'm getting exposure through the lives. Like I'm seeing thousands and thousands of people a night. So if I really want exposure, I don't need the show. So it's just like y'all have to pay me.
But so what made you feel comfortable asking? Because like Danny said, there's a lot of people who depreciate their value because they're nervous of asking for money. Like sometimes you look at your following and some people say, I don't got the following to be asking for what I think I'm worth, or I don't got the credits to be asking for what I think I'm worth. So what made you say, you know what, screw that, I'm worth being?
Yeah.
What made you get confident to ask for the bag?
Well, I'm really talented and I believe in myself. That's what this all goes back to, me quitting and everything. I wouldn't do it if I didn't have that belief in myself. And people really aren't going to treat you, a certain way if you don't see yourself that way.
Facts.
So if I'm asking for, a certain amount or whatever, it's because I strictly believe that's what I deserve. And I feel like that's how you kind of have to move with the confidence. I feel like I have the talent to back it up, or I'd be a lot more, reserved and, push back while I grind and get better. But I feel like I also have the talent to ask for certain things.
Listen, I get nervous. I done downplayed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I done undercharged for a lot of shows.
Yeah.
I think the show we about to have is undercharged. I done did it so many
times.
Right?
It's
like,
crazy because I did
do?
a lot of free. I'm still doing free stuff, but what I realized, it bring me to a bigger bag. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people that I think all the time. If I do something for free, it's not really for free. I see my self-interest in. If I do something for under $1,000, it's because I'm seeing a bigger picture. If I do something for $200, because that's all money I could ask a man for, and I get it like this from a cash app. So if I'm doing things for free, it's because I'm getting something out of it as an entertainer.
You see the vision behind it. There's something you can use from it.
I did so much things for free, but I got a bigger bag in return. You know what I'm saying? From people that I met. So I'm not against doing free stuff, but I just want people to understand, if you see me doing something for $200 or anything under $1,000, it's because it's my passion. I want to do it because it's like that's all thing that a dude could give me. I'm not one of them. I'm never broke and I don't work. So it's got, you know what I'm saying.
The big point I think that you're saying, I agree with you. And I think, and the big point that everybody's trying to make here is that when it comes to supporting yourself in a field of such as far as entertainment, we have to gain a lot of experience. And when you're gaining experience, you understand, you're putting yourself out there just so people can hear you. That way you can have the audience, you can get the following, you can get the growth as far as talent. And then once you reach to a certain level, or once you feel as though you have the experience, now it's time to come across the same people and ask for, you know, a budget to work with, you know, what I mean? Because of the fact that you gain experience.
I think you have to be, as I said, smart and like use your discretion with everything that you're doing. If someone with, you know, way more followers than you is asking to collaborate on a post, something like that, you're not about to charge them like, yo, can you give me? No, obviously you're going to get something from this. But from the people who, you know, it's just like a little show here and there, and it might be like maybe 50 people at the show. It's like, you know, I don't have to go to this show. I would prefer to be paid. But if it's like a big opportunity with someone like, you know, I can also benefit from a collaboration with like a bigger artist, you can't ask for money. Like you still have to do free stuff 100%.
Because you're trying to get recognized on a major platform.
Like a lot of promoters don't know when, like promoters and people, they know when the price go up. There's promoters that can never come to me and be like, I'm gonna give you $200 no more. You know I'm not pulling up. You can never come to me no more and be like, oh, I got a bottle for you. I'm not thirsty.
That's true. Of some wings, some food. You gonna get some food.
I got thirsty.
In comedy, I got a drink ticket.
I got a drink ticket.
I got a drink ticket.
Comedy and music is different. When it comes to comedy,
even T.I. said he don't get paid.
When it comes to comedy, I'll do anything for free. That's why when people be like, what's my prices? I'm like, my prices is different. If you want me to host a party, you gotta have the bag. If you want me to do a comedy show, I might even pull up and do it for free. If you want me to do like whatever it is, like, you know, like, cause it's like I'm not all around. I don't consider myself, I don't box myself. I'm just an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? It's different prices for different. That's why when people be like, "What's my prices?" I can't really give you a price. What do you want from me? Because if you want me to do a comedy show, it makes sense. I just want stage time. To me, it's all about stage time. Because comics, you don't really make it till you really get a contract. You know what I'm saying? So all these shows is really for free.
Comedy's different. Even T.I. said he was like, "Yo, I don't know what it is about comedy. Nobody gets paid." He was getting paid. T.I. People were telling T.I., "I don't give a damn." He T.I.
It's something you do because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But like,
let me ask both of you a question though, because I've done this before. I'm guilty of it, and I want you to bash me for this because y'all, it's different for like even both of you. It's different for you because you have a strong following. What do you say to people that don't have a strong following? Let me backtrack because I throw shows and get artists, right? And I've had an artist or two or three say, how much is the budget? I go to the page and you got 3,000 followers. I told them respectfully, go ask somebody else that because you're not worth it. I told somebody that straight up before. I got the screenshot. No, for what they were asking, because let me tell you, let me break it down before you answer, Genique. Break it down. I'm producing at the moment. I don't give a damn, bro. I don't give a damn, bro. Respectfully.
I try to keep a serious face.
I don't give a damn, bro. And I screenshot it, bro. As a producer, it's different for you. Now I'm saying, if I'm producing a show, if you're DJing a big party, and I get Genique, you know, I get your name. It comes with something for me. It comes with like, maybe I could get some seats.
Yeah.
Genique got a following, so I'll pay you because I'm hoping maybe 5, 10 people come, maybe 20 people will come through the door because she got a big following. That's why I got you. But when you got 2,000 people and you bringing nobody through the door for me, and you're not that good, I'm sorry, I can't.
I got a story for you.
I feel like you're in a position to take advantage of it.
Just because you have 2,000-3,000 followers doesn't mean you don't got a fan base. You get what I'm saying? I got my best work done by people with 2,000-3,000 followers. Yeah. That's what I look for. That's where the talent is at. You get what I'm saying? That's where the hungry people is at. Because at the end of the day, I done met people with 1 million followers that can't fill up a room.
Okay.
I done met people with 500,000 followers that can't fill up a room.
I've seen it.
I done know promoters with 3,000 people. There's 1,000
we
people
just
at
seen
the
it
door.
together. We were just
what I'm
had a
saying?
show
Like,
together.
Following doesn't mean you can fill up a room.
Let me tell you
people
something.
book people are followers, and then when they like, where's everybody? And nobody there, because having followers doesn't mean you have a real fan base.
Okay.
People could just follow you because they like you. You're pretty, but they're gonna step out for you. That's when you really know you got fans.
You see what
when
she
people
done
wanna
started?
step out.
Hold on.
See what she done started?
Hold on. Kevin, you know I got experience in this, right?
I got another question. Right?
Boom, right? I've done plenty of events, right? I've done big events. I've done mediocre events. I've done weekly. Kevin been my witness, right? I've done stuff with Haitian bands, all of this stuff, right? We've done big events where we've done parties that cost us like $15,000. You know what I'm saying? And we was able to profit. We was able to flip. There's parties that we did for $500. You know what I'm saying? So like it goes. You know what I'm saying? And then now when you book certain bands that are costing like $9,500, you know what I'm saying, or $8,000 or $7,000, $6,000, you expect to have a double to triple the money that you spent out, right? The purpose of you doing an event to begin with,
is
right,
to make money.
Is to double or triple. You don't want to make back what you invested, right? You want to double or triple. That is flat line. You get what I'm saying? So the thing about it is that I've come across DJs, artists, all of these people that have asked for certain prices, right? And I can't discriminate against the price that you asked for. But what I like to enforce with whoever that I'm booking, right, to provide, entertainment services, right? If I'm booking you for this much, right, and you're gonna provide this service, right, for this much, right, what am I gaining from it? Right. Because everything in life is a one-hand wash together transaction. You go to the supermarket, you buy food for what? Money, right? Everything you do is an exchange. It's a transaction. So at the end of the day, right, I'm not dismissing or diminishing anyone's talent. Yeah, but at the same time, it gotta be profitable for me. You know what I'm saying? Share the flyer. Let people know this is where you're gonna be. Promote yourself and promote my event because I'm paying you for a service. I'm not asking you to do it for free. If you're doing it for free, then the other way you want to handle it is how you ever handle it. But if I'm paying you for a service, right, I want you to give me what my money's worth.
Right.
I think that's worth saying too. Like as a curator, when you book the artist, I think it's good to let them know, like, I'm expecting you to bring like maybe 25 people.
Is that okay? Is it okay for me to ask you to post it?
No, but that's the thing.
Not to bring people, but to post.
My whole thing is when you book an artist, as a promoter, if you book an artist and you feel like you can't make money out of that artist, do not book that artist. Because the job of the artist is not to bring people in. Your job as a promoter is to use that artist's name to bring people in and do your job. Promoters be like, oh, can you fill up the room? No, you want to use my name because you feel like I'm profitable. If you don't feel like you can gain anything out of it, don't book me. My job is not to tell my people to come out. That's something you're supposed to do, and that's why I get annoyed with that. No.
Can I ask in booking you? Can I ask in a contract to post? Not to bring people out, but to post it for 3 weeks, at least post it 4 times.
Do a drive. Can you post it? I don't mind doing that, but there's some promoters be like, how much people can you bring in? No, that's your job, baby. My job is for you to use my name. That's what it is. Like, if you can't use the person name, don't book that person and don't get mad.
Agreed. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like when you book them, like know why you're booking them. Are you booking them for talent or are you booking them to draw? It really depends on what you want in an artist. Yeah, you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know.
They're booking you and they want you to be a promoter. They want you to be, no, baby.
You know why? You know why? It's because of the price. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to certain prices, people are gonna expect a certain service. You get what I'm saying? For example, you're not gonna go to the Gucci store, right, and you buy something that is Gucci for $800, $900, $1,000, and then it's the quality of something that costs $20, right? No, you're gonna want to get your money's worth. I understand that since it's Gucci, you're paying for the brand, right? You're paying for the name, right? But at the same time, if you're spending that much money on something, you want good quality. And that's what people don't understand. You can't go to a mechanic and then he fix your car for $800 and your car break down the next day.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You want your money's worth.
You just get these analogies, like you just come up with these analogies?
Yeah,
you just have them ready?
It's just the way I think.
That's impressive. Yeah. That's like the third analogy. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Good job.
Kevin hates me for that.
We're going to put his mic in.
Kevin hates me for that. Kevin hates me for that.
No, good job. You're doing good.
So I have a question for you. So you said that you quit your main job to do this.
I was a biology teacher.
Right?
Yeah.
Biology? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was a biology major too.
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to be a physician assistant. I got my bachelor's and I told my mom I'm done.
Yeah.
I want to do music. I'm done. But here's your degree. I got the degree. So. Yeah, that's it.
I got a degree too.
I think a lot of entertainers got degrees and they just don't use it.
Facts.
Okay, my question is, how do you feel about, do you feel that having support is like, if it's on a scale of importance, or do you feel like somebody can also do what you did alone? How do you feel about that?
Having support like friends and family around you pushing you?
Whether it's people that help you.
Is it needed, you're saying, right?
Somebody that you're able to talk to. Do you feel like certain levels of support is important, or can somebody do what you did also and do it alone? How do you feel about that?
That's a good question. So I have a lot of supportive people around me, but I'm also very independent. So I feel like I could do it alone, but that doesn't mean like, everybody could do it alone. Some people really do need that push and support. But if you're like a more confident person, I feel like, yeah, you can do it alone because you're going to get support from everywhere. If you really put yourself out there, you're going to get the support from TikTok. Like one of the videos might blow up. Now you have like all these fans that you didn't have before. Like there's ways to get the support of the fans. But some people do need, that emotional support of a family. I have that. I think it has helped me. Is it possible to do it without support? Yeah, if you believe in yourself strong enough. I think
feel like entertainers need support. Like, yeah, it's one thing to have followers and fans. That's one type of support. But I feel like when you have close family members and close friends that support you, that's like be at your shows, that's who posting your stuff, that just don't even understand the process but still down for you, that helped you. Because I feel like a lot of entertainers, they deal with anxiety and depression and self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? So when you have this backup system, I was like, oh, you could do it. Oh, don't give up. Oh, this. Because it's cool when a fan say that, but when somebody really, like a close family member or close friends, like really support you and see your breakdowns and pick you up when you're about to give up and they know what you're dealing with, they know. Because I feel like artists are really like messed up people in a weird way.
I feel like when that happens though, like sometimes they don't have that. They don't have the family or the friends around them. And a lot of people will just give up. So I shout out to the people who really pushed through when they didn't have nobody around them. Because sometimes you're not going to have anybody around you. You still got to go.
For the goats, bro.
Yeah, you still got to go.
Let me ask you this. There's a lot of independency right now in music and other arts too, but because you're a musician and you do like the lives, you actually put me on about the talent shows on the lives, and I seen it, and now I'm starting to see them like, yo, this is a thing. And it's a big thing. And I had the first that I seen it done was you, and I was like, what is this? And so that wave, do you feel that now in today's market that a record label is needed, or do you feel like the independency route is the way to go?
That's a good question too, and we debate this a lot, me and my team, but I really think a record label right now is really just for the money and the machine that they could put behind you. Like now I don't have to pay for everything if I go to the studio. Yeah, so it's like
I agree.
What's the machine they put behind you?
So it's really just like their connections, their radio stations, their marketing. If you have to record something in a studio, shoot a music video, that's all their money. They're hoping you make that money back as you grow, but it's their money. It's not your money.
Promotional expenses.
Exactly. Being independent, you're doing all of this yourself. Like you get to keep a lot of your rights, and like, you could do whatever you want, because I'm here switching from genre to genre. If I was with the label, I couldn't do that. They'd be like, stick to rap for a second, calm down. But now I could just like release an R&B track, release a dancehall track tomorrow if I wanted.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is my money. So I feel like the label, they're not really like A&Rs anymore. They're not going to teach you how to perform. They're not going to like book you the shows all the time and like, you know what I mean? That's your grind, and you still have to buy build your fan base, even if you're with the label.
But can the record labels still today create a overnight success? Because I can, as a record label, can they say, Genique, I got her track, I'm gonna market it, I'm gonna tell the world to like her, and the world likes her.
That's I
to
think,
a certain extent.
I think the grammatical term is a distribution deal, right? It's more the distribution deal where they give you a certain budget, a certain amount of money, or they're gonna, distribute your music, across many platforms, get it to the major stations all over the world, so that way you can get that base. But like you said, in the world that we live in today, right? A lot of people are being supervised or being acknowledged through social media. Social media is
you have to grind regardless.
Is the way of accomplishing anything, whether it comes whether it comes to music, when it comes to business.
Social media made a lot of stars.
Absolutely. It's because we're in the era of entrepreneurship.
I think social media is the people. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like if the people love you and that's all you really need, you get what I'm saying? Because just like the label put money behind you and there's like million of people that see you, you could do something and you blow up and millions and millions and millions and millions of people see you.
Yeah,
like
you could do a TikTok video tomorrow and
you know what I'm saying? Like that's why social media is so dope, because you only as hot as your last videos. You know you get what I'm saying? Like so it's kind of like stuff that the label would do, like when it comes to promotion, TikTok and Instagram could do that in 1.5 seconds. You just gotta know the art of going viral and the art of putting good content out.
So let me ask.
Wait, I also know a lot of artists that have signed and just kind of there. You know what I mean? Because they're thinking that just because I signed, like now I made it and I'm gonna get this and this and this. No, you still gotta grind yourself. You still gotta do the shows. You still gotta do all this stuff.
So let me ask: is it fair to say, because I'm sure there's some artists out there still, I'm half one of them, that serious, that social media is just not fully their thing, like going on live all the time or doing those that's might not. So is it safe to say that it's needed?
But that's
social
the
media is needed now.
If you're an artist, social media, if you're an entertainer, period, social media gotta be your thing. If it's not your thing, then you don't want to be successful. As an entertainer, social media gotta be your thing. Like honestly, I could go without a social media, and there's certain times I don't want to post. I don't want to be in social media. I don't want to interact with people. But that's part of your job. So if you think you're gonna get away with things and you're not posting, you don't build your followers up, that's the time we're living now. So if you don't want to build your social media up, or you feel like, oh, I'm talented, there's so many talent out there in the hood. You're gonna just, what I'm saying?
As a musician, though, because I want to follow up.
Out of sight, out of mind, and it's
out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, seriously, like that's really what it is. Like, cause social media is it's like just like as an artist, you gotta care about your image. You gotta care about your talent or whatever you're trying to put out. You gotta care about your social media presence because it's big. That's why you think big artists are making music that's relating to TikTok challenges. Is because that's what's in right now.
Can you still, as a singer, I always think that singers and musicians have a slight social media advantage in a sense. Can you make it without being on like live and just use your art as your talent?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so I agree. You have to have some kind of social media presence. It just is what it is. And it's not even just for like singers and rappers and stuff. It's for everybody. Like even like when you're trying to do your hair, like that hairstylist doesn't have an Instagram. It's like, you don't got an Instagram? I'm trying to see what you're doing. If you're doing my nails, I'm trying to see what you're doing. Everybody needs some kind of social media.
Absolutely.
It just is what it is now. You know what I mean?
It's your resume.
Exactly. It is your resume.
Because we live in a visual world.
It's a resume.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Radio shows been going on for years, right? As Kevin, when we first met up to start doing our show was radio, and then when we came to GMGT, that's when everything got visual. You understand? So we live in a world today. Exactly, because remember, we were listening to podcasts. Everybody was listening to podcasts, right? Listen to radio shows, and they started doing podcasts. Everybody started listening to podcasts. But now, to get the real following behind you, your podcast has to be visual.
And you own it separately. You own the sound and you own the visual.
Exactly.
So it's crazy.
Things
so
are
I have a
now.
question for you in the chat. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Shout out to you, Burst Trini. And is there anything you could change in your endeavors right now?
Me? Where do I see myself in 5 years?
Yep,
if I'm not topping charts in 5 years, just know I'm gonna be very upset. I want to go like the biggest mainstream artist. That's the goal right now, is to be the biggest mainstream
top of the
artist.
charts. Right.
Top of the charts.
Break it down for the
in multiple
dummies.
genres. In multiple genres. Yeah.
Break it down for the dummies. Because I be seeing charts and they be like 50 charts. I don't know which charts. What
You
charts?
know, Billboard
Billboard
chart.
chart.
Yeah.
Billboard's like top 100. Top
top 100.
Alright,
In
just
different
making sure.
genres. So that's one of my goals, is to top the Billboard in different genres.
Top the Billboard
in
chart in different
R&B,
genres.
yeah,
And
and
in
dance
reggae.
hall. Yes,
Dancehall.
absolutely.
In the next 5 years.
Hopefully way sooner than that. But yeah. What was the
And the
other
other
question?
one was, is there anything that you would change now in your endeavors? So I guess on your journey, what would you change
I mean,
now?
if I could speed us up a little bit. If I could speed it up just a little bit.
So speaking of that, speeding up, right? There's a, as an artist, I'm sure everyone wants success immediately.
Facts.
Yeah.
Would you say that you are able to trust the process? Do you think it's a thing?
Yeah. I think that
And what's part of it? What's part of your process that you're trusting?
Success really comes with opportunity and being ready for those opportunities.
Thank you. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that, and the reason why a lot of people say that, rest in peace to my pops, right? He's strong Haitian, right? And my father's strong Haitian, right? And it's a funny phrase he used to say. He used to say, like, I'm gonna say it in his accent too. He was like,
I'll translate.
Do you think there's not nobody better than Michael Jordan? Right? He used to say, right? And I used to laugh at the phrase, but what he said is facts. He said there's plenty of people, right, who could have been better, who are better than Michael Jordan himself, but they didn't have the opportunity. Right? They didn't get the opportunity to play basketball at a professional level, so they would never acknowledge. So a lot of times we have talents, we have skills, but a lot of people don't have the opportunity to show off their skills to the right people to get themselves on that major platform.
Let me ask, what does it mean to you? Because you said it. I know what it means to me, but what do you mean by be ready for the opportunity?
If you're a rapper, have freestyles on deck that you could just whip out. What if you meet somebody that's just like, oh, you rap? Okay, run me 24 bars.
Have your gun loaded.
Like, be
have
ready.
your lyrical gun loaded.
That's a freestyle? Yeah, I don't know.
16. Everybody can do a hot 16 though. Everybody can do a hot 16, but you do a hot 24, a hot 32. I'm gonna look at you differently. I'm gonna look at you differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right.
How long? Time-wise, how long a 24 could run me?
What, 24?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on how fast it goes too. Maybe like a
a minute and a half.
A minute and a half.
Like a minute, yeah.
Because a hot
Okay,
16 is like
that's
45 seconds. A hot 16 is like 45
Oh,
seconds.
minute and a half on a 16.
1 minute.
Yeah,
1 minute,
that's-
yeah.
A minute? That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, give me a hop.
If you go
48 then.
If you go, nah, wow.
You better go
On a slow beat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Man,
on
if
some
I'm
down
a-
south music, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm walking, and you stop me in the mall, you better give me a hot 48 then, because I'm busy. You better go off.
Here's a question. Here's a random question, right? This came to my mind just now. Speaking of that, right, Genique? Have you ever come across a well-recognized or a well-known artist that you had the opportunity to spit some bars in front of at that very moment?
Oh, I
So
already
many.
know
That's exactly what lives were about.
Okay,
That's
and
why
I think I know what artist you're talking about.
Yeah,
Let the people
well, there's
know
so
for the
many.
people who are
There's so
unfamiliar.
many. Tory Lane's one of my favorite artists, so that was a big one for me.
Shout out to Tory Lane with the boot on his foot right now. Shout out to you, bro.
Damn.
We see you on house arrest, though.
Low blow. But yeah, Tony, I remember that live with Tory Lanez.
Yeah, that was a big one for me. I got to
Why would
sing
you
a
do
song
that
for
to
Queen
him, though,
Naija.
dude?
Queen Naija.
I'm not doing this with y'all.
Queen, you Queen Naija. I seen one
was-
too that you rapped for, and it wasn't an artist. I don't know who he was, man. He was from London, right, or something like that. He had an accent, and he was a TikToker, I think. And you jumped on, and then I went on his page and was like, "Yo," he was a black dude. I don't know who. I can't name
Is
him.
it Hetty?
Maybe his following was in the millions. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
It was like 57,000 people just chilling on the live. Then it boosted up to like 80-something thousand. I'm like,
80,000 people on his live.
It was going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Who was that? I don't know who you're talking about.
I stayed on his live for the whole night because I was just like
on the live that you had with Tory Lanez,
bro.
right? How much people was on the live? Do you remember around the
like 7,000 or so?
7,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's TikTokers.
That's
bro.
It wasn't that much. He usually has like 50,000 there when he was doing quarantine radio.
So the question, when you were doing your own lives, what is the highest number you've reached?
The highest, like after lives, when I go back to my lives, that's when mine are the highest. Because people kind of come over from the previous live, like, yo, you did so good, we like your music. So when that happens, maybe like 500 or so.
500.
I'm gonna
say
this,
it hasn't really
I'm
gone
gonna
too
say
high.
a little thing that you do because I've supported this, and first of all, I don't like you telling me what to do, but that's fine. That's fine. Because I support, I go. But she'll go on live, and then she'll go. I need y'all all to go on this page and just invite Genique. I'm like, I don't like you telling me what to do, but I'm gonna go do this because I support.
Thank you.
So now I'm on this live
that.
going Genique, and it works. The person actually stops and be like, yo, who's this Genique name y'all all saying? All right, Genique, I want you to send me an invite right now. My mind was blown watching this whole operation go down.
It's a whole thing. It's crazy. It's
so
crazy.
how do you discover that thing that y'all have?
When the pandemic started, we started seeing a few people on Instagram doing it, and AQ saw them first, and he was like, "Yo, this is crazy!" Like he was sending it in our group chat, like, "Look how many followers I'm getting every night."
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like he's like screen recording, and he just showing us followers, like scrolling, follow. I'm like, "Whoa, this is nuts! Let me see what's going on." And then, I got on, there was like a line of different people that they kind of ran through, like friends, traveling from live to live, tapping each other in after they perform. They're like, yo, add my bro, this. He sings, he raps, da-da-da. And they'd add them, just like doing that over and over.
Right.
So we're like, yo, how can we get into this? So we kind of started like trying to build our own foundation of people. Yeah. Like, yo, I had like
I ain't want to name drop. That's who I seen do it. I'm like, what the hell, bro?
So I was trying to build my own foundation. I had like something called the Genique Army, a group chat full of like supporters that are really with me. And I'm like, let's start with like these 20 people. That's all I got. Cool, it's fine. We go to the smaller lives and you spam a live with like 200 people. 20 people saying add Genique, you're gonna see that in a live with 200 people. So we started getting added more and more. Fan base kept growing, then we could get into bigger lives.
So not to put you on the spot, but you said if you did have a fan base, like, you have a fan base now. I don't know if it's officially the Genique Army.
It's Gems now.
It's the Gems. I was gonna say, what would you name them?
What's that? Shout out, is that an acronym?
Yeah. Well, no, not really. It just sounds like gens. At first, it was like gens and gems, like gentlemen were the gens and now everybody's just Gems. We just came up with that and stuck with it.
Okay.
All right. So we got one more question on the live. Would you like the 15 minutes of fame, or would you prefer the longevity?
The longevity. That's easy. 15 minutes of fame gonna run out.
Hold on. Wait. No. Hold on.
Yeah, sure. Some people just don't want to know it, and then
They just want the bag real quick.
No, wait. I think I understand what that person is trying to say.
I understand it.
Because listen, hear it clearly, right? There's plenty of artists, right, who been out for a long time, right? But they never made it to the big top of the charts. They were there, you know them, you recognize them, but
they never got
their
that
music
big break.
wasn't big time. You understand? Yeah. They have artists, their sales haven't been really, how can I put it? I would say it wouldn't gravitate to all audiences, but it will gravitate to a certain audience, a certain lane of people.
Let me give you an example.
That way, they remain consistent throughout their career. They're just not at the top of the game. Because when, like, for example, I'm gonna
ask her two people whose career would she rather.
For example, right? There's a lot of hip hop artists, right? They'll be out there, rappers, you know what I'm saying? They'll drop music here and there, and they'll be hot for a little minute, and they'll go into hiding, and they'll come back. Then there's artists that was hot at one point in their life and they're never seen again.
So who's a longevity? Name someone who's
Drake?
a longevity? Okay,
let's
not name that. Let's not
Fabulous.
I don't want to go to the obvious. That's too big.
Nicki?
Fabulous.
Lower than Nicki.
Fabulous. I'm telling you, Fabulous.
No, not Fab.
Hasn't been at the top of the game, but he did his thing for years.
Not Fab. Go a little higher than Fab.
Okay. That's disrespect.
No, for real.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys. Would you rather a career like Alicia Keys, or this is a 15-minute consistent fame type of dude, and I think he's comfortable with this.
Who?
French Montana.
Ooh.
Would you prefer an Alicia Keys type of career? French Montana's fine with bag. I feel like I'm about to run out. Let me throw a hit. Boom. Bag. Feel like I'm about to run out. Me boom boom. Bag. Feel like I'm gonna run out. I got you again. These 15 minutes of fame consistently.
But I feel like
since 2012.
I feel like Unbelievable just put him out there. I feel like that was a great record.
Keys.
Like,
that was his biggest hit?
I'm not saying that was his biggest hit, but that was an amazing record. Like however he got it, he got it.
French Montana comes in and he gets radio spins anytime he feels like it.
I think his biggest hit, was Pop That. On the 2000.
Wait, whose career? We gotta answer the question.
I feel like I'm gonna say Alicia Keys, but even that, I'm just like, I know I want like the biggest of the big. Right. So knowing who I am, I'm probably gonna stay on for as long as I can and keep just like, giving them something to talk about, because that's what I want. But I feel like French Montana still kind of has his longevity. Okay. When you say 15 minutes, I think you're talking about. I thought you were talking about like
15 minutes.
Someone who dropped like one song and then
15 minutes is like 2 milli. Like
someone who dropped one song and then did.
I put my
2 milli. That's a 15 minutes.
I put my own spin on it.
That's a 15 minutes.
2 milli.
I put my own spin.
You know who 2 milli is?
He don't even know. He ran out of time with me.
I'm really rocking every block.
I knew that's why I asked you. Wait a second. Let's count know who 2 milli is.
Yeah.
That's Hurricane Chris.
No. 2 milli is the Milli Rock dude.
Yeah.
That's his name. He had a name.
Yeah, 2 milli. But my whole thing, I feel like French Montana did a lot. I feel like he did.
Hurricane.
Like you disrespected the dude.
No, 2 milli. Go ahead. 2 milli. Listen, that song.
French Montana had like.
Off, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying French Montana had a whole.
I put a spin to it with French Montana.
We could even go off and go say Bobby Schmurder, because Bobby Schmurder came out and he really don't got nothing right now to give us.
But in defense of Bobby Schmurder, right? In defense of Bobby Schmurder, the whole '90s crew, right? All the '90s dudes I know, right? He got locked up at his prime. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
He got, because he dropped out. You can get Hot Boy. You can say the N word, right? On the radio, and then he came out with Computers with Rowdy, right? And the funny thing that a lot of people don't realize, and a lot of people don't know, the backstory is that Rowdy was supposed to be the main face, right, of the GS9 rap group, right, with the rap script, but Bobby's song hit first. But Roddy was supposed to be the main face. They were supposed to push him first and then Bobby. But Bobby hit first, and then Roddy was the backup hype man that everybody was feeling, right? And then he had the bid. And the bid prolonged his career. So now if you think about it, with anything in life, period, right, you have your moment. And I think that if he didn't get incarcerated at that time, he could have built a better foundation of his music, and it would have been better for his career. Because for you to take 6 years off, right? 6 years off away from the game. Like I said before, right? I forgot the phrase. Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So now you have to adapt, right, with the evolvement of hip hop music. Yeah. And you was away for so long. Now you trying to get back in it. It was too difficult for him to get back in it like that.
He used the wrong example. French Montana didn't have a career.
I took my own spin to it.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you talk about, you could talk about Jay Holiday. French Montana.
Jay Holiday.
French Montana is a great example of somebody who doesn't need the fame,
consistency,
the limelight.
Yeah, the limelight, consistent limelight.
He don't need that. He's good with where he at. Like
some people could go in and pop back out at any time. Not everybody.
That's the example I want. It to be like, do you want to be the face, or are you okay with just having that consistency?
Okay, got it.
Would you do a reality show?
Ooh.
It depends. It depends. I wouldn't do like Bad Girls Club or nothing like that, where it's like, oh, DOD, like ratchet, because that's not who I am. Like, I'm not about to fight nobody, but one of the rap ones, I do like rhythm and flow, or like, one of like the ones I get to showcase some kind of talent.
So if, for example, right, I might manifest this, because when we talk about certain stuff like this, it happens.
Rhythm and Flow might have a new series on Netflix.
What if they came out, right, and watch might steal my idea, right? What if they came out with a new age Making the Band, similar to what Diddy did, right? Which I got a feeling it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Right, because there's no more groups. There's no more groups.
Yeah, if you work well with people.
If you realize they just getting. I don't know if you saw the flyer, but what's you call it? Day 26 is performing again. Day 26 is about to perform in Brooklyn. In like
I know.
like 2 weeks.
Tomorrow. They're not performing.
No, I think tomorrow. I think Thursday.
R&B,
Wednesdays. Yeah. Shout out to my dude Reef. That's why we go way back years, right? Shout out to Reef and Sucker Free West and the whole crew, right? We go back years, right? They doing a comeback. Yeah. So now, the question is, like I said, for everybody out there, if they wanted to put a major female R&B/rap group together, would you be down for it?
I would do it for the exposure.
For the exposure.
But at some point, I'm going to have to branch out and do my own thing. But I would do it for the exposure, yeah.
Let's do this, because we're going to do some music. But I got a question, though, before we do it. We talked about a label. If I did say to you, I would sign you to this label, major contract, put you on every shelf, push you, market you, all the budget in the world. And I did tell you that you had to stick to one genre because you do 3 genres. If I told you that, would you be able to do that?
Yeah, that's what the labels have been telling me anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Which genre would it be?
It would be rap for now. Yeah, it would be the rap with the Jamaican patois mixed in. Because that's like the most, been the most like engagement I've gotten. They've been really receptive to it. So I would choose that, yeah.
All right.
I'd miss singing though, I'm not going to lie. I'd miss singing a lot.
Dylan.
Speaking of rap, let's get into some music.
Yeah.
Can we hear some freestyles? Can we hear you rap?
Yeah, we could do that. Hen freestyle. Let's do that Henny freestyle.
So shout out to everybody here. If you just tuning in on the I'm Just Saying show, we got Genique. Make sure you follow Genique on every single platform. I'm going to put her Instagram right here. Genique does rap. Genique sings and Genique mixes it with her heritage with the patois. I hope y'all going to hear some of all that right now. So I need y'all to show some love. Give it up. Genique in the building, y'all. What's up?
Can you do the first one, the other one, Henny?
Which one? A hen?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not on, bro.
All the way up.
No, you turned me off, I think.
No.
All right, let's try it again.
Yo. Hey, yo, stop your bumper clot nice. A room full of bitches, I'm me you despise. Love me last week, what a lovely disguise. And now you want beef, who the fuck is this guy? I ain't got the time for bitches to write rhymes. Can't compete with mines, we be here all day. She ain't got the drive to grind or cut ties. She dropped like one time, her friends, they all fake. My niggas celebrate my wins, we get cake and things. We say grace and stay in first place. All I got around me is bosses. We in competition, I suggest you count your losses. I don't need a nigga on the Forbes list. If you got some money and ambition, I be dripping like a faucet. Waist slim, body on corset. Saying she the best, how you figure, motherfucker, drop your sources. If you really bout it, come and find me on my doorstep. Big Queens, New York baddie who don't force shit. White Air Force, it don't matter what the forecast. I don't want a spoon after you fork it. Call yourself a Uber, I got shit to do that's really that important. Heard I trapped a nigga cause the way that I contorted. Danny bitch is slow, tortoise. Got some boss to really make her quit. How morbid, I'm building up my fortune. I stay unimpressed, y'all boring. Corny ass niggas, I'm snoring. I know that your nigga, he adore me. And so when I call like it's important, you thinking that he loyal, fuck you snorting. I ain't tripping over niggas, I ain't never in the fight. Ain't your nigga checking for me, bitch, I'm everybody type. I'm the baddest in the room, I get everybody tight. Nigga, fuck the whole block, bitch, he everybody bite. Top tier spitter, I'm always calm and ready. Shorty bugging out, knees weak, arms spaghetti. She nervous, how she gon' kill when I fucking murdered? Meek head, I don't think that they fucking heard us. Only L I take is in the Brooklyn. I'm a whole meal and I ain't done cooking. Your man think I'm so good looking. You fucking with the song and I ain't bring a hook in. I got some Henny in my system. Somebody better be my victim. He ain't wanna dip after the dick I kicked him. And she fucking with a dog, this bitch dumb. I'm really getting to you. I'm your trigger, fix your fucking face before I skirt off with your nigga. I ain't talking about when I'm talking about a figure. Either way the shit is stressing out my zipper, motherfucker so clean. Money long, but my face stay mean. Yeah, I'm from the ghetto, but he treat me like a queen. Knew that I could run shit since 16. Google the name, Genique Green.
Oh, okay. We got some bars in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
That wasn't 24.
We got some bars in the building,
that
ladies and gentlemen.
24.
I don't know how much that was. 48.
More than
that was a lot. That was
36, or you know what I'm saying, the 40s, you know what I'm saying?
We good? We good?
Nah, not yet.
Oh, y'all want another one? It's up to you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We can do another one.
Here we go.
Again, yo, I put Genique in the chat. Genique Music on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow her on all platforms.
Run that back for me.
All right.
Yo. Just some casual shit talking on this one. Yeah. Hey, big queens.
Oh, Queens in the building? Okay.
Bitches was trying to own me. They gotta try me again. I just went ghost on a nigga who tripping. He gotta find me again. Can't hold my tongue for the life of me. Nigga, I said what I said. Apologize for what? Nigga, I did what I did. I ain't walking on eggshells, but you whack niggas trying to fuck. Think I made it here with luck? I got music in the tuck. Think your little ass dick that bust quick by to have a bitch stuck? I don't get starstruck. I don't get hyped up. Yo, go find you a pick-me. You ain't have a crib or a car, it's giving pick-me. They send the payment, I need it quickly. And I need some dick that's gonna shut the fuck up. You know I'm picky, you know I'm, yo. They hate when I'm talking my shit. Cocky red bone with an attitude, goddamn she could spit. All you niggas tryna fuck, but none you niggas ever hit. Ass fat and I'm ballin', it's why my jeans don't fit. Ayy, straight heat when I spit, that's how my blunt stay lit. I know he really wanna, I know he really wanna hit. Niggas chatting with them bitches these days, I know he really got a click. And my whole team fire, they ain't fucking with the click. Ayy. Big queens.
Oh, big wow.
Like we said, make sure you follow Genique Music on all platforms right here.
Yes, follow me up.
You heard her. I'm just saying, show Genique Music on Instagram, Genique Music on everything.
Quick little music break.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's go to this quick music break. We're gonna stick around and rock with Genique Music. Y'all make sure y'all listen to her on SoundCloud, right? Apple Music, right? YouTube, right? Spotify, right? Make sure y'all get it on everything. Our latest album out too. Let's talk about that when we get back. I'm just saying, show. Yes, what's up, y'all? What up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm just saying, show. That was I'm Not Yours from Genique. I'm Not Yours is available right now on every single platform. I'm Not Yours, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Genique Music on Instagram if you're just checking us out. That's who our special guest is right now. Shout out to Genique, man. Make sure y'all follow her and listen to I'm Not Yours. Download it now and all that, all right? Cool. There we go. Let's talk some trash for a second before we get out of here. I saw this meme. Let's get the input of our guest first. Yeah, it's right. All right, cool. I saw this meme, right? And the meme said, "Women always." You can put the down a little bit.
Oh, my bad.
It says, "Women always say, my father spoiled me, and as a man, we automatically have to step our game up." Because if a woman says, my father spoiled me, so we have to live up to the bar that her father did.
True.
But when a dude says, our mother spoiled me, women say, but I'm not your mother. But I'm not your mother. So let's talk about, is this a disparity?
Yes, preach.
Is it a disparity?
Talk to them.
We gotta live up to the expectations that your dad put for you.
I want to hear what she said first.
Basketball to you first, Dave. Jenny, she wants to hear your opinion first.
So you heard when a woman says, my dad did all this for me, a guy is, we have to live up to the bar that your dad set for you. When a man says, my mom does this, women be like, we either a mama's boy, or a woman says, but I'm not your mother. Why is that disparity that way?
It's not even about like, it's being a mama's boy, or my mom used to treat me like that, I gotta get you like that. I feel like woman, like, it's a double standard almost. I feel like a man, what I'm saying, your job is to work hard and provide. Like, I don't really, and be strong. Like, I don't want to hear what your mother did and whatever. Okay. As a man, because I feel like I'm looking up to you, you know what I'm saying? But women could feel like that because at the end of the day, I feel like women, we like princesses and queens. Like we expecting a man to cater. We expecting a man to do certain things. Especially if you was raised with your father. Like I'm a daddy's girl. I was treated like a princess my whole life. Can no man come here and act like I'm looking for love and I'm gonna do no. I'm not one of these girls that got daddy issues, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So but as a man, I feel like don't use that. I hate a mama's boy. I don't care what your mom did for you. But, like grow up and be quiet. Like I'm not with that.
Okay, so quick question.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on.
That is a double standard.
Hold on. You know me and Danny always go at it, right? Me and Danny always go at it, right? Yes, it's a double standard, but the problem is that, okay, as a man, right? We always say that we have gender roles, right? In a relationship, we have gender roles. We have gender responsibilities, right? When we say that, when woman says like, okay, you're a man, you're supposed to be a provider, you're supposed to do this and that in a relationship. As a woman, you have responsibilities too.
Okay.
You're like, so now with these responsibilities, like, okay,
to make sure you feel loved.
To make sure I feel loved, to make sure there's food on the table, to make sure there's, you know what I'm saying, that you're taking care of the household responsibilities, right? I'm providing, right, for the household. So the point I'm trying to get at is that a lot of women feel as though that, you know what, the man is supposed to give them a house, right? Okay. We give you the house, but as a woman, you're supposed to maintain the house. Okay. So my thing is this: how is it wrong when a woman says, "Oh, you gotta provide," but yet as a woman, you're not maintaining?
No, you know what I think though? When men are like, "Oh, I'm a mama's boy" type thing, it's like what they're expecting you to do is clean up after them, and you know, like they're dirty, and now you have to pick up their clothes.
They're dirty,
and you come in from work at like 5 p.m. and they want you to cook dinner and everything like the traditional style. And I feel like that's not how it is anymore. Like when I hear mama's boy, I think like, oh, I'm about to deal with the child of a man. But when I hear like somebody being spoiled, like a girl being spoiled, it's just like, oh, she likes nice things. It's like a different type of concept.
Here's my thing, right? Because I'm not on that mindset that y'all talking about. when I see it's straight up, right? If I'm dating a girl and I see you got a dad who is about that, automatically I feel the pressure. I meet dude, what's up? He shake your hand when you took shorty to go to prom. You like, he not playing about his daughter. So I'm already now I already know just by meeting your dad the expectation that I have to live up to. People who got dads that about that. I'm saying, you know which dads I'm talking about.
Okay.
I feel like I have to live up to that expectation.
Wait, let me set a baseline too, right? Because I feel like everyone deserves to be loved a certain way. And I feel like ego has to be put to the side. So I'm gonna treat you how I should be treating you, right? Like if you're a man, I understand I do have to cater to you. Now and then I could cook you a meal and stuff like that. It might not be as like traditional, but we gonna treat each other good.
Let me finish. Okay, so that's what I mean by my mom. My mom, if a woman say to me like I'm not your mom, my mom ain't, cause she ain't do all that. My mom respected me. My mom ain't never raised her voice and talked to me crazy. My mom ain't never put me down. My mom ain't never been like, what you talking about? My mom ain't never talked to me the way that half these chicks talking to do.
My mom beat me with a belt and a broom and sandals and rope and telephone wire because I'm from the island. I'm Haitian. They beat me a lot.
Oh, when did that end, bro? That ended when you was ended by 4th grade. You was getting beat
in front of the kids, bro.
Well, how old were you, bro?
The last time I got beat.
When did your mom start treating you like a man, bro?
Listen, the last time I got beat,
your mom was still whipping you in high school.
No. The last time I got.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole thing. I just feel like that's my biggest issue. Like, I think a lot of people think taking care of a man is cooking and cleaning. Right. And I feel like that's the bare minimum. I feel like taking care of a man is respect, is caring.
Finally, Danny, I agree with Danny.
You talking about you got beat, bro?
Make sure like his mental health is on point. Like you support him.
Yes.
When he's depressed, you pull him up.
Yes.
You know, he suck his dick, you suck his dick.
Whoa. The vulgarity.
Like taking care of your man, that's what it is. Like, you know, you caress his head, make him feel like a king.
And then that's when a woman will be like, if you be like, yo, I had a long day, you need to chill out.
Why you think,
I'm not like, that's when you get that.
Why you think a woman cook and clean and a man still and go cheat? It's because that woman that's cooking and cleaning and taking care after him feels like, oh, I own this man. Like, I don't gotta respect him. I don't gotta care for him. I could talk loud whenever I want. I could curse him out and put him down. That's not taking care of a man. Cooking and cleaning is the bare minimum. It's something that's extra. Yes. If you're not making sure you respect that man, you're taking care of that man, you're making him feel good. You know what I mean? When he's around you, he feels like uplifted. You're not taking care of that man.
Women tend to feud with the mom that's like that.
Let's not forget.
And men seem to be like, all right, I gotta embrace the dad and live up to that expectation.
That's
the point of it. That's what I see with me, bro.
And we forgot a very, very, very important key element.
Mom beat you with a frying pan, a swizzle stick.
A very, very important key element, right, in helping your relationship is Gawk 3000. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, that's what he tells me.
Yeah.
Like, people always think cooking.
Not like a job.
No,
like
cooking is not a job. Cooking and cleaning is like, no, you gotta
Gawk 3000
sure,
willingly, without asking for it.
Cooking and cleaning is the bare
Shanique said, I don't know. She know what she's saying.
No, I hear him.
You gotta give your man amazing head, like, you know what I'm saying?
Fellatio.
Amazing. Like, you gotta know, like, even when you step outside, like, this side can't even deal with what my woman do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, you know, sexually, you gotta really please a man, like,
and vice versa. Don't get it twisted.
Cunnilingus.
Last question before we get
respectfully.
Is there anything wrong with Is there anything wrong with having a sugar mama or a sugar daddy?
Yes.
If you're single and just accepting stuff from somebody.
Yes.
Is there something really wrong with
Yes.
I don't think so.
This still goes,
why? What's wrong with
Okay, I'm going to tell you why, right? It's the same way, right, on going out, right? And me and Danny argued about this before on the show, right? I'm not arguing. We debated about this on the show, right? Going out on a date with a dude that you don't like. What's the intention, right? So now he wanted, okay, for food, all right? Your intention was the food, right? Okay. And then now when he assumes, right, that you're interested or you like him, right? Because you went on more than one date with this dude, right? It's like we said earlier, everything is an even exchange in life, right? A lot of women, not all, but a lot of women feel as though, right, that some way or somehow, in order for you to get to know them, in order for you to get to be in a relationship, or even in order for you to get sexual relationship with them, right, you have to take them out, right? And when you take them out, depending on how the date goes, will determine whether or not you might allow him, right, to get a piece of the pie.
Okay.
So now, if you have no interest in this dude whatsoever, why put yourself in that scenario?
Maybe you need a bill paid.
But that's my whole thing. This is my whole thing, right? So when a woman goes out, most of the time, like, this woman, like, they're not really feeling the dude. They're just going there, you know, they need companionship, a good dinner, a good vibe, whatever. Once I'm there, once I'm there, once I show up, your job is to impress me to the point where, like, to change my mind about you. I came here for the food, but I'm about to go home for some D. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't do that and outside of your presence, you didn't entertain me enough to be like, oh my God, I want to call him back. Oh, he's not that bad. Oh, he's actually cool. Then that's your loss, because I showed up.
You didn't entertain
I showed
me.
up. So if I'm there and you still was
so
boring.
So you saying you showing up is giving them the chance?
Yeah, me showing up on a date, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if I come here for the free food. It doesn't matter if I come here because I feel like you got some money. Okay. Once I show up, it's your job to convince me your thought about me is wrong. As a man, if you can't do that, you don't deserve no woman, because most women are gonna use you.
Now, me personally, right? Savages. My thing is this, right? Me going on a date and you accepting the date show that there's already interest, right? There's interest.
But you know that's a lie.
Sometimes it's a lie.
Interest based a date. You
You're
know,
right.
you still gotta prove yourself.
Absolutely.
Are you for me? Am I having fun?
You think you about to tell me we're going to SCK and I'm gonna be like, I don't want to go?
I'm not taking you to SCK.
But I'm just saying though.
First date, I'm not taking.
That's you, baby.
Hear me out, right? First date, right? I'm not going to no high-end restaurant, and the reason why, it's not about cheap. No, it's not cheap. It's the thing is this, right? Are you gonna spend a lot of money on something that you don't even like? You don't know that yet. So it does not make sense for you to purchase something, right? Or spend money on something that you don't know you like yet.
So you don't like eating good?
The first date is not going to be at an expensive place.
But you don't like eating good?
No, of course.
Well, if you want a steak, you just bring the woman with you. I want some steak. I'm going to get a beautiful woman with me and go and get some steak.
After I like you,
that's
and
when you want to get steak.
No, after I like you and I know that you like me, then we're gonna go to the nice places, the high-end places, because you know why?
Makes sense.
Right, because of the fact that now I know that the experience we're having is more than the food. It's the experience that we're going for.
So where are you taking them on the first date?
You know what's so crazy?
It depends on the weather. To be honest with you, it depends on the weather, right? And I said this before, and I've done this before, right? I can go on a beautiful date that you'll always remember and spend only $100.
Right, no, it's so crazy.
Only $100. It all depends on the season of the year.
I told my homeboy like the same thing. So this woman keep playing you. Why you keep on taking them? I'm like, this woman keep playing you. So why you keep taking them to these high-end restaurants?
Yeah.
He said, I'm not doing it for the woman. That's my lifestyle. So if you come into my lifestyle, I'm gonna show you what I like. I like eating steak. I like eating lobster. When the woman come, it's a plus. It's not like I wasn't gonna go there anyways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there is men like that. There is men that just want a beautiful woman.
Now, here's the problem with that too. Here's the problem. This is where that bites you in the butt, because I like Applebee's. Right? And then now if I take you,
you don't like Applebee's for real.
I like Applebee's. I love Applebee's, right? And since I lost my weight and everything, like I haven't gone to Applebee's in a minute, right? But the thing about it is that I love Applebee's. But if you were to take, like in this day and age, unfortunately, right? Show you how materialistic life is, right? This day and age, you meet a guy. The guy likes you. And on the first date, he takes you to Applebee's. What are you going to think of that man? Be honest. Wait. Answer the question first. What are you going to think, Genique, of a dude that wants to take you to Applebee's on the first date?
I'm not going.
I'm going to be tight. Like,
you're going to be tight. No. Hey, I'll show you something. Danny, what are you going to do?
I done went to like Fridays, whatever.
On the first date, how are you going to feel about that?
No, I went into the Friday.
Is that a problem?
No, it doesn't matter where you go with me. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I feel like eating Friday. Sometimes I feel like eating steak. It doesn't matter.
Okay, say first date, do you want to take you?
I'm not going.
You said you're not going, right? You're not going. Okay. Now, here's the next question, right?
Yeah.
Is there a problem with Applebee's food?
I just don't like Applebee's food.
Okay, if it was Fridays, would there a problem with Fridays?
I don't like Fridays that much.
Olive
We could go to Fridays.
Fridays?
Yeah, we could go Fridays.
Okay, so you eat Fridays food.
Yeah.
But then you're not the question because you say it doesn't matter. Tay.
Chili's.
Right? What if,
Ruby Tuesdays.
Do you like Applebee's food or Friday's food?
Ruby
Fridays?
Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby Tuesdays?
But
Olive Garden.
They're all the same.
Exactly.
They're all the same. Lobster.
But they're all the same. But my whole thing, it doesn't matter for me because once I step out with you, I already know you're not broke. We could just be chilling on some stuff. I already checked out.
Let's end it. On that note, hold on. Yo, somebody asked you, they want to know if you're going to come out with a Micah Band tribute. Coming soon for them.
Oh, Mika Ben. Rest in peace, Mika Ben, the great Haitian artist who passed away. Am I gonna make a tribute, or like as far as a musical tribute?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I showed acknowledgement because I had the opportunity to meet in Mika Ben last year.
Mika.
I did an event with Mika Ben in New Jersey. So rest in peace to him. Very humble dude. And he's the thing. The problem with that is that he didn't get acknowledged till he passed away.
Right.
Yeah, he did not.
He didn't get acknowledged until he passed away, and he's been a GOAT for a long time.
The tribute's being asked for, so maybe when we come, you have a little something from the beginning.
You.
Yo, on that note, everybody, y'all need to follow Genique on every single platform.
Yes, follow me.
Instagram. And download all her music now. Genique, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm the Saying Show. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Yes, sir.